from Adam, and then everyone on earth was wicked, and they were moving away from God. They were all sinning. They were believing in idols. And Noah and his family were the only truthful people that were believing God and feared God. So then God asked Noah to make an ark because he was gonna flood the world, so he could kill all the people that were being evil. So then he built an ark, and they lived in the middle of nowhere, in a desert. So when people saw him building the ark, they're like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna rain. Nothing's gonna happen. But he still listened to God, and he still kept building the ark. And then God asked him to bring 2 of each animal onto the ark. And it started raining, and it rained for 40 days and 40 nights until the whole earth was flooded. And after that, Noah sent out a raven to go see if there was any life still out there. And then the raven came back with nothing. Later, he sent out a dove to see if there was any life. And then it brought back an olive branch. So then everybody got out of the ark, and Noah set up an altar for Jesus, and for God, he set up an altar, and he burnt like a goat. And then after that, God put up a rainbow to show a sign that the earth will never be flooded like that again. And so that's the rainbow, and this is the raven, that's the dove, and this is the whole earth getting flooded, and that's all of Noah's family. That's also the ark.
Good. You guys have any questions? Thank you. Give me a hand. Good job. Good job, Nail and Saron. Yes. Arsema.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. I made the story of Noah's Ark. Okay. Noah was a good man. He had 3 sons.
Turn a little more that way. Arsema.
Huh?
Turn that way a little. Yeah, like that. Yeah. So they can see it.
One day, God told Noah to build an ark because he was going to flood the earth. Noah tried to tell the villagers, but they did not listen. God told him to bring every kind of animal, male and female. He built an ark and brought the animals. Then they set off. The flood went on for 40 days and 40 nights. After a few days, he sent a raven to see if it will bring something back to him. The raven did not come back. After 7 days again, he sent a dove. Then it came back because it found nothing. Then after 7 days again, he sent a dove. This time it came back with a leaf. Noah was so happy and told everyone. After a few days, the water went away and they reached on an island. Then God spoke. He said, I will never flood the earth like that again. And then a rainbow appeared.
Can you explain the picture?
Okay. So that's Noah with his sons and their wives. And he's leading, and the animals are going into the ark. Every two animal, female and male. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you, Arsema. Good job. Okay.
There's still one person.
So, did they put 2 fish in the ark, or did they leave the fish in the sea?
Oh, that's a question.
Good question. What do you guys think?
They let them go in the water.
Water.
So, if you think they left it in the water, how could they didn't? Because they had to. Everything was destroyed. Even the fish, everything was destroyed. So they had to bring 2 of each. They have to bring 2 of each.
Yeah, and that would be disobeying God.
All the animals.
Even sharks?
Every animal.
Every animal.
A whale's the size of the ark.
The ark is huge.
Yeah, the ark was...
He made it for 120 years. He built that ark for 120 years.
People were alive.
120 years, okay? It's a long time. 120 years.
That's how long he made it?
That's how long he constructed it. Yes. Hold on, he got a question. Hello? He got a question. What's his name? Mosana got a question. What do you think?
No.
Hold on, what do you think?
No. Maybe.
It's after the flood that he put what? As a sign of? That he's not going to flood the earth, okay? Just so when we see the rainbow now, what do we remember? Someone was saying.
We remember when God flooded the earth.
And what else?
It's like for you to remember He won't flood it.
He what?
He won't flood the earth.
Exactly. It's His mercy. His mercy. You know what mercy is?
His mercy side.
Someone is having a mercy on you. What does that mean? He's not gonna what? Punish you, right? So when we see the rainbow, we see what? Back in the day, when Noah was around, the earth was flooded because of our sins. But then God will never destroy the earth with a flood anymore. He might destroy it with earthquake, but floods no more. Okay?
He might destroy it with a tsunami or anything. Actually, no, not tsunami.
Tsunami is what? A flooding, right?
The earth, a tornado. But if it floods the whole earth, then how did they find land?
Good question. Who can answer that?
What? Wait, what was it?
So if it flooded the whole earth,
Then he went to Mars.
how does they find land? Finally, how does they find land? You too. I'm watching you. Okay.
Like they sent there was this one place they didn't.
What happened after 40 days? What happened after? Because Niall mentioned it.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, the earth used to be like all like together smushed, but then when the flood happened, it separated all the like land.
Uh-huh.
And so I guess they found, I don't know.
Million. So how does they find land after they flooded? How do they find land? It's an easy question. You're making it hard on yourself.
Because the rainbow.
The rainbow was a sign that it's not going to flood anymore. Zema.
Isn't it because since it was 40 days, like water doesn't last that long, like, and it won't stay like
Almost, Simon, and then Sami.
They first sent a raven, which brought back nothing. Then they sent a dove, which brought an olive plant.
Which means what? Simon, which means what?
There's still land.
There's land, right? If you can find an olive tree, what does that mean? That means there's land, right? In water, can you find olive tree? No, you can't, right? That's what happened after 40 days. After 40 days, the waters receded. You know what receded means? It went down. Okay? Okay. Not evaporated. Receded. Just it went into the ocean. God just took it away. Okay? Yeah.
Are you still recording?
Yes. Okay, Simon.
He's still recording.
This is fun.
Fun.
Okay.
Noah was a nice man. He had 3 kids, Shem, Ham, and Japan.
That's sweet. Come right here.
He loves God.
Thank you.
Praise Him every day. One day God said to make an ark because God was going to flood the earth because people were being cruel. Noah tried to warn them, but they would just make fun of him. God also said to get every male and female animal on the ark. After that, the sea rose and the ark started to move. The storm lasted for 40 days and 40 nights. One day, Noah sent a raven to see what it could find. The raven did not come back. After 7 days, he sent a dove. It came back, but with nothing. Again, he sent a dove, and this time it came back with the olive leaf. He was so happy. After a few days, the water dried up, and they were at an island. Then God spoke and said, I will never flood the earth like that ever again. Then a rainbow appeared in the sky, which showed the promise that God made on that day.
Thank you. Anything else?
No.
Picture? Okay.
The picture.
All right, let's give him a hand. Okay. Thank you, Sami. All right. You got a question?
This is like for you and for them. Did he send out a raven and 2 doves, or just a raven and a dove?
So, who can answer that? Can you guys raise your hands? Who can answer that? Nabi. So, 2 doves and then a raven, or a raven and a dove?
The first day he sent a raven, but after 7 days he sent
What happened to the raven? Did it come back?
No.
Where did it go?
It died. It went to the land. It died. No, it decided to live there.
Actually, the raven, listen. The raven can't die because it's one of the two, right? There's two ravens in there, right? A female and a male. So if the raven died, that means only one leaves. The raven was just flying around because he couldn't find anything. He couldn't come back. So he sent a dove, and then she came back with nothing.
I know.
Was nothing. Because the water wasn't gone all the way, right? Wasn't receded all the way. Then he sent the raven again. What happened? I mean, the dog. Thank you so much. Thank you. He came back? Thank you so much.
Doesn't it say the date when the flood stopped? Yeah. In the Bible?
So actually, it says 40 days and 40 nights. When you go in the Bible, it talks about like so many days that it receded and it rained. And so we know we were created from who? God created who first? Adam. So by default, we're Adam's kids, right? Yeah. But then, think about it. But then, Noah and his sons, 3 sons and 3 wives, right? His 3 sons and 3 wives, and his wife, 8 people left. Hold on, I haven't.
I know what you're gonna say.
No. What am I gonna say?
You're gonna say because then the flood happened and then everybody was destroyed.
Nope.
You see? No.
And because
So you gotta wait. Have a seat. What I was gonna say is, we were created by Adam, right? We came from Adam. Second birth is from who? Noah, right? Because everyone perished, and then we are Noah's.
I think third. Because Jesus, it goes God, and God made us. And then
God made Adam and Eve, and then kids and the kids and the kids, and then
Noah.
and then kids and the kids and the kids and the kids, and then your great grandparents, and then kids and the kids and the kids, and then more kids, and then parents, yeah, and then your parents, and then there's us.
Okay.
We're all related.
Rima has a question. Rima.
Are we all descendants of Adam and Eve, or did like God make more families other than them?
Descendants of Adam and Eve.
As Christians, what do we believe?
Descendants of Adam.
Adam and Eve, right? So what happened was, you remember in the Bible it says, I have a question for you guys actually. Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So in the Bible it says God created Adam first, right? From what? Dust, soil, right? Sand, dirt. Then he created Eve from Adam. Flesh.
I thought it was a rib.
Rib, okay. From his rib, right?
Rib is your bone.
But we still call it, his flesh, right? It's just our flesh, right? If you can touch it, if you can pinch it, if you can touch it, that's a flesh. So, and he gave birth to Abel and. So where did all the people came? Where did all the people came from? There was no females. They only gave birth to. Hey, stop doing that. Cain and Abel. Yes.
Didn't Cain kill Abel?
But he had daughters and he had daughters too, right? Adam and Eve have daughters, right?
Exactly.
What they do?
Adam had a twin. Abel had a twin sister. Cain had a twin sister. How do you think all of us came from? I know sounds crazy, but Abel was married with Cain's twin. And then Cain was married with Abel's twin.
That's confused.